Happy Saturday. The weekend is here. Hope you are all doing well. Nifty 50 says, hurry up, Prof. Well, I'm here. So this is important. I'm going to run through the states. Who's going to be getting the money? When are you going to get the money? This is Trump's $300 unemployment benefit. Remember, we'd asked for 600. Then they counted with 200. They settled on 300, and they want the states to kick in 100. So you can pretty much count on the $300. It was supposed to be for 5 weeks. And now it's only for 3 weeks. So if you qualify, and I'll go through the states right now, I don't want to hold you up, you would be getting 3 times $300, $900 retroactively. Now, the states don't have to participate in this at all. They don't have to shoot in the $100 if they want to. So I will be letting you know state by state who gets what, right? And this is for self-employed people and for the gig workers. So here we go. Again, you'd be getting this retroactively, right? August the 1st. Alabama, the state announced this week that it will submit an application for additional funding. Once approved, no additional application will be necessary for claimants. Those who are eligible will be notified by mail. The state will not contribute the extra $100 per week, which means you would get the $300 and not the $400 in Alabama. Now, the biggest problem here is that these computer systems are so archaic and outdated. And some states, and I'll read them to you, say, well, it would be even too expensive to implement it, so they will pass. Right now, is that basically saying no to the $300? Or is it really that they have just really outdated computer systems and are not willing to spend the money? Every single state should spend the money in case this rolls around again, in case we do have a future pandemic. Right, so they should rather gear up now versus stay asleep and wake up again later. Alaska, Governor Mike Dunleavy's office said last week that he approved a plan to increase state unemployment benefits. It's uncertain when eligible unemployed workers can expect to receive the money. So basically, they're working on it. The state will not contribute the extra $100. So in Alaska, whenever the date is, they'll announce it. You'll be getting the $300 and 3 times $300, not the 5 times $300. Arizona, right? Now, this is interesting on Arizona. This was the first state, right? Thumbs up for Arizona. And please let us know what state you're in so I can get a little bit of a feeling, like where Pedro's in, it's Moose is in, Samir's in, Dan's in. I know Rick Nelson. In California, Juan Garcia. Let us know in what state you are so that we can relate this to you, so you know what to expect. So Arizona, this was the first state to be approved for additional unemployment assistance, and eligible unemployment workers began receiving the extra $300 per week in benefits on Monday. So they are way, way ahead. In fact, when I tell you just now what California is up to, then Arizona is way ahead of California. The state opted not to contribute an additional $100 per week due to budget concerns. Budget concerns. Alabama won't, Alaska won't, Arizona won't put that $100 extra in. Arkansas, the state is still considering whether it will participate in the program and plans to make a decision by Friday. Usually what that means is, nah, we don't really want to do it. Here's my advice for every single person in Arkansas that drives in Arkansas. Listen up. Now is the time. By next Friday, you want to put pressure on those politicians, right? Pass that $300. We need it, right? So how you do this? On Facebook, on Twitter, and you make videos. If you want to get some pressure going on Arkansas so that you get that money, the time is now. They're on the fence there. If I read that wording, the state is still considering, not a good sign. go to the social media, put that pressure on those Arkansas people, right? Do some research, senators, congressmen, blah, blah, blah. We need the cash. Why are other states like Arizona already receiving it? Arizona's already received the monies, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if someone would be so kind, maybe after the video, you know that you can put a little timestamp and you could put Arizona so people can jump. If they were looking in California, boom, they can jump to that point. California, Governor Gavin Newsom announced this week that the state applied for additional funding. Okay, so they applied. It will come, though it won't contribute the extra $100. So $100 no, you get the $300. And you, because of the cost, it's uncertain. Here's the big problem. Who's being a racist a-hole? Sorry, I didn't see that. Who? If you could maybe, Ron Deutsch says, please block the racist arsehole. Which one is that? Let me just go back. Did I miss someone? No. I didn't see any racist comments yet. Please let me know. California. So they won't shoot in the $100. It's uncertain when benefits will be paid, but it may take up to 20 weeks. 20 weeks to disperse payments because of issues with the state's computer system. Really, you got Google here, you have Apple here, you have all the tech companies, and you have the most outdated computer system here in my state, California. Shame on California. Update those effing systems yesterday and get the money to the people. 20 weeks, my friends. That's 5 months. So you're going to sit around in 5 months. You've already completely forgotten about this, and boom, suddenly you get $900 retroactively. It's a joke. Come on, California, you can do way better than that. Colorado, the Colorado Department of Labor and Unemployment announced on August 19th that it had been approved for 3 weeks of funding covering July 26 through August 15, though it's still uncertain when those benefits will be dispersed and whether they will be extended. Right now, it's estimated that eligible claimants will see their money mid-September to late September. The state is still considering, so they have not said no to the $100, but they're still considering whether they will contribute the $100 on top of the $300. So, Zamia, let's tone down the language there, okay? Let's stay. I don't, Zamia, I don't want that language in this room, okay? I love you being here, but it's offensive, okay? So, little warning, you know me well. I'm black or white. I don't dance around in the crazy world. None of those comments. If you want to continue those comments, I have to give you a little time out. I don't like doing it, but it's offensive to some of the other people, right? It's offensive to Ron Deutsch, and I understand why. Now, so that's the deal with Colorado. They're still thinking about the $100. You will get it mid-September to late September. You can at least expect $900. Connecticut, and by the way, again, anybody that can put out those timestamps of the video, like let's say at 8 minutes and 48, he's talking about Connecticut, and they can click on it. The state has not announced whether it will participate. Connecticut, stand up, turn to social media, call those people, right? When they say, oh, the state has not announced if it will participate, not a good sign. So you got to put relentless pressure on those political figures and say, hey, the other states are getting it. Arizona's already been paid. Why are you guys fast asleep, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, right? You got to call it out. Nifty 50 says hate has no home here. Absolutely zero tolerance for hate in this channel, right? You want to inject hate or toxic, again, it's not fun, but I flush you. I get rid of you. You know, I'm not desperate for subscribers. I'm not, right? There's a lot of YouTubers that will accept anyone and everyone and will accept every type of comment. I'm very different. I kick them out. I have I have eliminated at least 600 subscribers because they don't belong into the channel, because they negatively impact others, because they're toxic, because they're racist, because they are against somebody else's religion. My channel stands for the highest standards. Anyone not abiding by those standards gets kicked out. And I don't need those 500 subscribers. Other people are like, wow, I need as many subscribers as possible. I have kicked out 500-600 people because they made specific comments. So let's keep it clean. Let's keep it real. Let's respect each other here, right? Elias is in the house. My brother from Compton in the house. I miss you, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope the family is well. Tony, Mediterranean, New York. I like that name. Tony, Mediterranean, New York. The Mediterranean is beautiful. I sailed all over the Mediterranean. Greece, Turkey, all those islands, I can tell you, they're stunningly beautiful. Man, what happened to your followers? I'm not sure what you mean. What happened to my followers? Plenty of followers. I have 9 channels, buddy. How many channels do you have? Lion's Den, no time for hate. Thank you so much. I agree. Mark Rout, Nevada was the last state for PUA and will be the last again. All the monies will be gone. Okay, let's carry on. Delaware. It's unclear whether Delaware will participate. Again, turn to social media, put the pressure on the people in Delaware. However, last week, Governor John Carney said that the state doesn't have the money to supplement the $100 per week. Okay, so they're not paying that. They don't know whether they will participate. So what you want to do is you want to go onto Twitter. You want to call out Governor John Carney and say, what's up, dude? Really? Do we vote for you or don't we vote for you? Are you going to pass this or not? Wake up, right? You got to be crude, right? That District of Columbia, the District of Columbia has not announced whether it will participate. DC, wake up. Find out who your political people that put the pressure on them. You deserve that $900, 3 times $300. Should have been 5 times $300, but you deserve it just as much as the people in Alabama, just as much as the people in Arizona, etc. Florida, the state has not yet applied for the program. That's not a good sign, right? So if you're in Tampa, Miami, they haven't even applied. So they're obviously not showing much interest. The office of Governor Ron DeSantis said it is still reviewing guidance from the Department of Labor and FEMA. Help them along. Turn to social media, call out Governor Ron DeSantis and say, buddy, why are you asleep? You know, I'll vote or I will not vote for you. Depends on what you do. Georgia, as of last week, the state is still working to determine whether it is financially feasible to participate, right? Okay, help them along. Put the pressure on these guys, right? Louis Hutron, what do you mean, which channels? I have multiple YouTube channels, 9 different ones. Go and research it, you'll come across them. Rihanna Wilson's in the house. How are you? Rideshare Lisa's in the house. Good to see you. So Georgia has not made up its mind. The state is still working to determine if they want to actually pay you out this $900. Help them along. Turn to social media. This is where you get things done on social media. These people hate to be exposed, right? And social media has overturned governments, my friends. You really, really need to go and apply your pressure there. Hawaii, as of last week, Governor David Ige, whatever his name is, said his office was seeking more details about what would be required to participate before making a decision. Help that governor in Hawaii along. Turn to Twitter. Say, hey, we need the money. Idaho, the state was approved for funding on August the 19th. According to the office of Governor Brad Little, he sought 5 weeks of assistance, after which point the situation will be reevaluated. The state will not contribute an additional $100 per week. So he's waiting. Well, sorry, Idaho has been approved, so Idaho will get the money. They were looking for 5 weeks. They got approved 3 weeks, right? So Idaho, you can expect $900. Illinois, the state has not announced whether it will participate. Help the politicians in Illinois along. Find out who they are. Turn to social media and say, hey, what's up, buddy? Why are you still fast asleep? Wake up, smell the coffee. We need the $900. Arizona has already been paid. Why are you still asleep? Ed Steigelmeyer is in the house. Zamir, you should accept people's point of view and stop making your own rules. Okay, Zamir, do not get into a pissing match with me, my friend. I'll club you straight out of this room. I have zero tolerance for that, right? And now you're trying to justify your toxicity. You're justifying your attacks on other people. Get out of my room, dude. Seriously. There we go. I have no time for crap like that. Zero. When you learn how to respect people, come back in you. But don't, it's like, oh, I cannot set those rules in I created this damn channel, and my channel is one of no hate, right? You either accept and embrace the people, or you're not part of the channel, period. You can go to another channel where they accept hate, right? You can go to, I don't know, there's a lot of other YouTube channels that spread hate. Maybe you're better off in there. Maybe that's a better parking garage or a parking lot for you. Not here, my friend. Doesn't work, Samir. Don't pull that crap on me. Get slapped straight out of the room. Right, now Indiana, Governor Eric Holcomb announced this week that the state applied for additional funding. Once approved, it's expected to take 2 weeks to 3 weeks for payments to start going out. That's pretty impressive. Roger Fadel, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Hope you're healthy, hope you're safe, hope the family is well. Thank you, Roger. So Indiana, good for Indiana, right? Governor Eric Holcomb announced this week that the state applied for additional funding. Once approved, that will get approved. It's expected to take 2 to 3 weeks for payments to start going out. The state will not contribute the extra $100 per week. So far, I haven't seen anywhere. I have not seen anyone, right, approve this $100 extra per week. Tesla Tom, top of the day to all. Top of the day to you, my friend. Happy weekend. Iowa, the state application. So like if you want to put a timestamp, 17 minutes, 20 seconds, we're talking about Iowa. The state application for assistance was approved on August the 14th. Yes, it has not announced when qualifying residents can expect to receive their money. So they're not quite sure when they're going to be receiving the money, but they have been approved. The state will not contribute the $100 extra per week. That just shows you the state of affairs. None of these states so far are putting in an extra $100 on top of the $300, right? Kansas, Governor Laura Kelly is still considering a number of factors before deciding whether to participate, right? So help her along. Help her along. Hey, Governor Laura Kelly, I see that you are sitting on the fence. I see that you're unsure. Do you want my vote? Yes or no? Wake up. Get the money paid. Kentucky, the state's application for assistance was approved on August 21. It also plans to pay out the full, Kentucky, the first $400. I guess Mitch McConnell needs the votes in that state, right? So it also plans to pay out the full $400 per week. The state will need about 2 weeks to update its computer system in order to pay out benefits. Recipients can expect the money early September. Look, I have no time for Mitch McConnell. That's just me. But they're getting the full 400, 3 weeks. Expect $1,200 if you drive in Kentucky. Louisiana, the state was approved for funding on August the 14th. Governor John Bell Edwards stated he estimates eligible claimants, about 400,000 people, could begin receiving the extra $300 per week as soon as next week. They're on the ball. He also stated that the expanded benefits should last about 6 weeks. The state will not chip in the additional $100 per week. There you have it. Jennifer Donatella is in the house. She says Mitch needs to be ditched. Esmeralda Elman, Maryland, getting there. A little bit impatient, almost there. Nifty 50 says Moscow Mitch. Teddy T says, hey, Prof. Teddy T in the house. I heard one state yesterday was putting the $100 in. That happens to be Kentucky. Right. Okay. It's Moose, 20 weeks. It's too long for Californians to get the money so desperately needed in these pandemic times. Yeah, California, what's up? 20 weeks. People are waiting around 5 months, man. You're going to grow old in 5 months. Come on, right? So, the Maine Department of Labor is working with the Maine Emergency Management Agency to determine whether it's feasible. Help them along. Find out who the key players are in Maine. Turn to Twitter and say, hey, dude, hey, lady, do you want my vote? Get this damn money out now, right? Arizona's already paid this. They paid this on Monday. I mean, two thumbs up for Arizona. Maryland. Here we go. Somebody just asked me about Maryland. The state was approved for funding on August the 19th. Benefits will be paid in late September. Okay, it's when you can expect that $900 according to state officials. The state will not chip in the extra $100 per week. Okay, so no to the $100, being approved, money end of September. There we go, Maryland. Somebody just asked me about Maryland. Massachusetts, Governor Charlie Baker stated this week that he will apply for the program despite his concerns of how it will be funded. Okay, put in the application. Right, thumbs up, people. Thank you. Now, Michigan. Listen up, Michigan. 21 minutes and 15 seconds. Michigan, the state was approved for a FEMA lost wages grant on August the 18th. Claimants don't have to take any additional action, and payments will be distributed automatically, though Governor Gretchen Whitmer did not indicate when payments would begin going out. The state does not plan to contribute the additional $100. So no to the $100. They've been approved. She doesn't know when the money is going to go out. Big question mark, right? PA, we're getting there. Cressy, we're getting there. Bear with me. I am going through this one by one. Minnesota, a spokesman for the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development stated that the state does plan to apply. So they haven't yet, but they do plan to apply for extended benefits, but first needs clarification about how to deliver the checks. Okay, so expect a long wait in Minnesota. Mississippi, Governor Tate Reeves stated this week that eligible unemployed workers will likely, doesn't mean certainty, will likely receive an additional $300 a week in federal aid. It's not certain. However, the state can't afford the extra $100 per week. Reeves did not indicate when benefits would be paid out. Well, guess what? Go to Twitter, find out Governor Tate Reeves, help him along. You want my vote? Folks, this is how you do it. Go to Twitter, find his handle, Governor Tate Reeves, and say, buddy, you want my vote? I need the money. Stop holding up the money. Update your system, start paying out. Missouri, the state was approved for federal assistance on August the 15th. Governor Mike Parson said he supports chipping in to provide the additional $100. So $100 extra in Missouri, but is still working out the details. But he wants to do the $100. The Missouri Department of Labor and Industrial Relations website states it's working with FEMA and the U.S. Department of Labor to distribute funds as quickly as possible and will update the site when new information is available. So they're moving in the right direction. Ultra testosterone's in the house. Let's see, did I miss anything? Jared Weeks, smash that like button, thank you. Lopez Perez, exactly. Where's Lopez Perez? Haven't you even received the $600? Pay the guy, right? It's like, why aren't all 50 states on the same page? Why don't we have an updated computer system and a universal state-of-the-art 2025 computer system that has everything sorted out and gets the monies to the individuals, right? I don't know. Some people are asleep, some people are awake, some people are trying, some people are ahead. I mean, come on, states. Montana, the state was approved for a FEMA lost wages grant on August the 18th. In addition to the $300 in weekly payments using federal funds, the state will contribute an additional $100. So Kentucky, yes. Montana, yes. Right? The They will contribute an extra $100 through its own coronavirus relief funding. It hasn't announced when eligible residents will receive the money. Okay, so yes, you're going to get the money. Moo Lego says, kick Dara ASAP. Ultra Testosterone says, how come Dara hasn't been fired due to Uber stock price? Well, I mean, Uber stock price went under 30 prior to August the 20th. It actually dipped under 30. Then they got a little bit of a lifeline there by the courts, right, through the reprieve. And it didn't shoot up much. It didn't. Only people said, oh, the stocks spiked. No, it didn't. It went to $30 something. So it's still not that certainty, still not that trust, right? Otherwise, the stock should go like that. You know, I say it's a no confidence stock. That's what I call it. Let me just see what this guy says here. All right. I had to answer a quick text. So Montana, looking good. In Nebraska, the state is still determining whether it will participate. Help them along, guys. Help Nebraska along. The Nebraska Department of Labor website. Find out who's the head of Nebraska Department of Labor. Find out who the governor is of Nebraska. Help them along. Said it will make an announcement and inform claimants once more information becomes available. Help them along. You want our vote? Get your act together. Nevada, here we go. Nevada. And Nevada's been through hell already. They had to wait forever to get their $600. The state is still determining whether it will participate. Oh, Lord. Nevada is still fast asleep. Nevada so turn to Twitter, expose Nevada Unemployment Office for their past failures, for their current failures, and tell these people, the head of that unemployment office, the governor, we won't vote for you until you get your SHIT together, period, right? You got to slap them awake a little bit, right? And it's analyzing the potential costs of implementation. The lecture room says there are no losses of billions. It's called trick accounting. The AI app has already been built and the data is on cloud servers. You must have some serious inside information, Mr. CIA dude. Abstract Echo Jimmy, how are you? Mark Roughton, how are you? What's up with David Garcia is in the house. Good Saturday. Yes, my buddy David and Teddy T. Both of them were at the Long Beach party. Bless them, bless their families. Awesome, good people, good people. What I liked about the Long Beach party is that we're huddling around as drivers and sharing our stories. Like you got all color people, all backgrounds, all religions, all sharing. A lot of love, a lot of food, a lot of no alcohol. It was all good, man. It's all good, good vibe. Nevada, come on, man. God, the state's disappointing me as far as the enthusiasm goes to get these people help. Really disappointing. Not the people of Nevada, not the hard workers, but the state and the unemployment bureau. There's no energy there, zero energy. They need a little, maybe coffee. Maybe they need coffee. Hi, Danu. New Hampshire, however you pronounce that. According to the New Hampshire Employment Security website, benefits are expected to be paid in the beginning of September. Okay, that's a good sign. Pending approval of the state's application. Step in the right direction. New Hampshire is also working to make changes so that unemployed workers who currently receive less than $100 in unemployment will receive the expanded benefits. However, the state will not contribute the additional $100 per week. So it's really based on the fact that you are getting some form of benefits currently through the unemployment. And then the question is, will the state approve and add the $300 and add an additional $100 on top? New Jersey, the state has not announced whether it will participate. Wake up, New Jersey. Help them along. Help them along. Yeah, Roger, I need to be a little bit more vocal about Nevada. You're absolutely right. Let me take a picture of that, because then I can follow up and I can see that's a topic. I need to make a video and then just start pushing it out on social media, just really singling out Nevada for all its failures. Compared to a lot of the other states, Nevada has been dismal. They've failed big time, right? Trevina Williams, good morning to Richmond, Virginia. No crybaby lifestyle. All right, what's happening up in here? Hey, no crybaby lifestyle. Check out Nevada. I mean, they kept you guys hanging. I hope you got the money, no crybaby lifestyle. By the way, what a great guy. Drove all the way down from Nevada to Long Beach to be part of the party. I wish more people had attended. Go subscribe to his channel. I hope you're doing well, health-wise, everything. He says Nevada governor is a joke. Let's call out this. Who is the Nevada governor? Let's call him out. Let's call her out, right? And people like No Crybaby and myself, because we have YouTube channels, we need to put more pressure on Nevada. You know, when we make a video, he makes a video, then he puts it on Twitter, I put it on Twitter, then we put it in multiple Facebook pages, and the next thing, somebody there at the office, at the unemployment bureau, the governor's office said, oh my God, the drivers are pissed. The drivers, the gig workers and the self-employed people are pissed. We better kick into action. Yes, Nevada, you better wake up, right? Wake up. New York, the state has declined to participate. Okay, what's up, Governor Cuomo? Why are you not participating? Look, I understand they were the hardest hit. Maybe they don't have the money, but don't they want to get that money to the people? It's the first one now that I've read out of all the ABC states. New York, the state has declined to participate. Shortest little sentence. Okay, we turn to social media. Hey, Governor, why did you decide to participate? All the other states are trying to get this money to the people, right? I'm not happy with the way it was done, that he overrode the decision. I wish that the lazy Senate, both the Republicans and the Democrats, they failed to reach an agreement, right? That's where the real failure is. And now they want to come back in September and reconvene and carry on talking. Meanwhile, they're on holiday. We pay these people. We pay the senators. We pay the congressmen, our tax dollars. You work for us. We don't work for you. So bring us the results. Get back to your offices and do the work. The people need the help, right? We've bounced back from a problem in 2007, 2008, when the entire mortgage industry collapsed. But a big issue there, economic issue there. We bounced back from this. We'll bounce back from this as well. But it means every state needs to be on board. Every senator needs to come to some agreement with the opposition. Every congressman needs to come to some agreement with the opposition. I don't care if you're Democrats or Republicans. Get the crap done. North Carolina, Governor Roy Cooper stated this week that North Carolina's application is being finalized. So it's not final yet, it's being finalized. He also said he supports the $100 state contribution, which should be paid using the state's unemployment insurance trust fund. However, he has not committed to the match. So that's someone who's still on the fence. Help him along. Turn to Twitter, Governor Roy Cooper. Do you want my vote? Do the people under you want our vote? Get the job done. Get the job done. Happy Saturday to Dennis Torres is in the house. No Crybaby Lifestyle says, Mark, I'll call him Governor Steve. Suck my sack. I like it. It's funny. That is funny. John blocks him. Did California participate? Yes, they're not paying the additional $100, but guess what? California wants to pay you out in 20 weeks. 5 months you got to wait for this money. Listen, we're dealing with 560 different fires right now, right? Everything's frickin' burning up in the north. Those beautiful redwood trees are burning. Everything's burning. How can we dance when our beds are burning? Midnight Oil, that's it. Midnight Oil. You guys remember that one, Midnight Oil? Milwaukee's in the house. Alan Winston, welcome. Roy Lisa. Roy. Says Roy. Juan Garcia says 33 likes and 63 people. Smash, like Dan, use Dustin's word. Smash that like button. All right. North Dakota. Here we go. We're in North Dakota. The state has not announced whether it will participate. Well, hey, North Dakota, wake up. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Right? Do we need to help you? Make up your mind? Turn to Twitter. Turn to Facebook. Move them along. Oh, we haven't decided yet. Still in bed. Still sleeping. Oh, have a hangover. Not ready to make a decision yet. Here in North Dakota. Wake up! Danny jumped, isn't he? Ohio, the state is still working out how it will administer the extra funds and does not have a set date for when the money will be distributed. Not great, Ohio. Ohio will not contribute the extra $100 paying, saying it would cause additional delays in paying out funds. Wow, there's a whole bunch of excuses in Ohio. Help them along. Find out who the players are. Dennis says no on Prop 22, they're going to own you. All I ask is for whether you want to vote yes or no. Make sure you understand the lingo, the language in that proposition, right? Don't just listen to TV ads and sound bites and what they tell you. They funded it. You got to do the work yourself. You have to read the fine print. And yes, it's a lot of wording, but you really, and if you really want to get clarity, pay an attorney $350 or $200 if it's a cheap attorney, or $500 if it's a good attorney per hour, and let them give you the breakdown how it will affect you. Right? Oklahoma, the state was approved for funding on August the 18th. That's a good sign. It will begin the process of dispersing the funds immediately. Excellent sign, according to the governor's office. However, it will not contribute the additional $100 per week. Look, Oklahoma, definitely a step in the right direction, definitely way further than North Dakota, definitely way ahead of Ohio, right? So Oklahoma, proud of you. Kimberly Susan Fletcher, have you explained California yet? How do I explain California? California is a huge state. It's part of the 50 states of the United States. Has over 30 million people. Has head offices of Apple, Google, Uber, and Lyft. What else do you want me to explain about California? I know what you're trying to say, Kimberly. I'm just being a wise ass. Oregon, the state has not announced whether it will participate. Oregon, what's up? Portland, what's up? David Gerstenfeld, interim head of Oregon Employment Department. Good morning, David. Wake up. Grab a cup of coffee this Saturday morning. Go and find him on Twitter if you're in Portland, if you're in Oregon, and help David Gerstenfeld along a little bit. Sometimes we have to sort of push them up the hill, you know, like a roller coaster goes all the way up. We got to push them, right? Social media, and then whoosh, decision time. Stated that officials are still evaluating whether participating makes financial sense. What makes financial sense is that the people need the help, right? So help them along. World Database. California is the best. Listen, I love California. It's damn expensive, but if you're willing to work, if you're willing to put in the hours, my formula in life is input equals output. The more you put in, right? The more hours, the more work, the more contributions, the more support, the more donations, the better you fare. You'll live a beautiful life in California. I love it. I love it. I have the beaches just down the road, right? Shall I go surfing today? If I want to. Do I want to go on a hike? Do I want to go mountain biking? I mean, you have everything here. It's expensive. Taxes are high. Yes. There's a lot of upside as well. Every state has its pros and cons. Faith C. Why so long before California gets the fund? What's You know, the excuse, Faith, is that they have to update all. That's their excuse, right? That is the excuse. Let me read California again. I'm going to go back to California, and then we'll jump to Pennsylvania. This is the most, in my state, the most feeble, dumbest excuse that I've heard, right? California. Governor Newsom announced this week that the state applied for additional funding. Good thing, though it won't contribute the extra $100 per week due to the cost. Bad thing. It's uncertain when benefits will be paid, but it may take up to 20 weeks to disperse payments because of issues with the state's computer system. Oh my God, California. You're blaming this on your computer system. You house the tech giants of the world, Apple, Google, all these computer companies, and you cannot even get your own crap together, California. 20 weeks. I am so disappointed that they have archaic, outdated, dinosaur computer systems. Throw them out. State of the art, 2025. Get going. Come on, man. We were at Pennsylvania. You know what? I skipped New Mexico. Sorry. The state was approved for funding on August the 15th. The New Mexico Department of Workforce Solutions website said it is working to prepare the state system to start issuing payments in the next few weeks, and no additional action is required. Okay, moving along. Let's hop on to Pennsylvania. The state's Department of Labor and Industry is waiting for federal guidance on the application. If approved, no certainties yet, help them along. If approved, the payments may only last 5 weeks or less, probably will be 3 weeks. Best case scenario, $1,500, worst case scenario, $900, and could take a month for qualified claimants to begin receiving their money. There is no indication that the state plans to contribute the additional $100. Don't count on the extra 100. At some point, we don't know, they don't want to tell us. Pennsylvania, my friends in Pennsylvania, they're in the house, right? Help them along. And then I want to quote Teddy T. Says, Pennsylvania said the same thing about the computers when the CARES Act passed. They claimed that since unemployment was low, they didn't bother to update their computers. I mean, that's chicken shit, my friends. Ron Deutsch says if they could do 600, they could do 300. Correct. Correct. One Little Lamb Bible study, not to worry, soon the mark of the beast will allocate your daily allowance. It's prophecy. Okay. IQ boys in the house. Newsom might be out of office in 20 weeks. World data, LOL. I like LOL. It means laughing out loud. I love that. It's a good thing. Dan says, you're right, Prof. If Missouri figured it out, so can California. Exactly, Dan. I think, Dan, we need to write them a letter. What do you say? JJ, how long do they pay 300? Good question. You obviously just walked in. The talk was 5 weeks. It has been whittled down to 3 weeks. So you would get that retroactively from August. Remember when your last payments ended, you get a maximum of 3 weeks. So best case scenario. Best case scenario for a state. You get your $1,200 stimulus, and maybe they'll push for 5 payments of $300. That's $1,500 plus $1,200. Best case scenario is $2,700 still coming your way. Realistic scenario coming your way is the $1,200 plus 3 times $300, $900, $2,100 is realistic. Worst case scenario, New York, for example, doesn't participate, don't get the $900, you get the $1,200. Worst case scenario, $1,200, and I'm just working the numbers here. Sort of in the middle, second case scenario, $2,100. Very best case scenario, $2,700. And I love doing the math because it keeps your brain fresh, right? So Dennis says, recall Parasite Newsom, sign the petition and mail it. So Cressy says, I'm going to okay that message. It says, PA sucks, man. They kept me waiting 3 months for my PUA benefit. Hammer them, dude. Hammer them. Call, find out the people in those unemployment departments. Find out the heads, get the names, expose them on Twitter. They hate that. They hate that. Teddy says, I'm confused because they were already doing $600. What is the problem? I think it's because they are pulling the funds from FEMA. Correct. The money, this money is coming from FEMA. Guess what? If I remember correctly, I can go back. They set $44 billion aside for this exercise. They're pulling the money from FEMA, which leaves a big hole in FEMA. Pray to God no disaster happens, because then the money is missing on FEMA, right? Joseph Shiro, when does New York start? Well, you just walked in, and I want to give you the bad news. New York is the only state that has declined to participate. Joseph, I'm sorry, dude. I feel the pain. And New York has been through hell and back already. All right, we march on. Rhode Island. The State Department of Labor and Training announced on August the 20th that it would submit an application. Haven't done much yet. Its website states that the department is waiting on further federal. So sitting on the fence, help them along. Help them along. Find out who the key players are in Rhode Island. South Carolina. The state has not announced whether it will participate. That's poor behavior, South Carolina. The South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, find out the names, website states that it is aware of the memorandum and initial guidance has been received, but additional clarifications have been requested regarding implementation. South Dakota, the state has declined to participate. So far, New York has declined to participate, and South Dakota has declined to participate. Hammer them. Tennessee, the state planned to file its application for funding this week. It will not contribute the extra $100 per week in benefits. Move Tennessee along. Put the drivers in Nashville, I have many in my channel, move them along. Call them out on Twitter. Here we go, big one, Texas. The state was approved for funding on August the 21. Eligible claimants can expect to receive their money on or after August the 23rd, tomorrow. And the first person in my next live feed, which will be in Our House Mondays, please let me know that that money is in your account, whether it's $900 or $1,500. Texas said, however, the state will not pitch in the extra $100. So in Texas, being approved, people can expect the money after August the 23rd. The big question is it 3 times $300? Will Texans get $900 in their accounts on August the 23rd or 24th or 25th? Or will it be $1,500? The first person to let me know, I'd be super grateful. Utah, I just got back from a beautiful holiday in Utah. Love the state. Love Utah. The state was approved for funding on August the 16th for a period of 3 weeks, $900. Benefits will be automatically calculated and distributed, and no action is required by claimants. Good for you, Utah. However, there's no word on when benefits will be paid out, and the state will not contribute the additional $100 per week. So they don't say when it will be paid out. Mr. Mitt Romney, let me help you along a little bit. Hey, Mitt, if you're listening in, make sure your peeps get the money, right? Shine55, hey, what's up? I really like to listen to you. Great information. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Part-time, I deactivated my Lyft because I can't set my own prime time. Now, I want to share with you, I drafted a cease and desist back in 2019, 3 pages to Uber headquarters. I issued the cease and desist to them at the hub. They got very pissed off. They got 5 security guards around me, marched me out. I went back to the hub. That's just how I am, stirring the pot. Gave them another verbal cease and desist, right? And that is for using my materials, violating my rights. And there is a code in the law called Title 17 of the US Code. When they breach that, This is the next lawsuit I'm filing, right? The statutory damages are as high as $150,000 as set forth in Section 504C2 of Title 17, right? So Uber, buckle up. You have the next $150,000 coming your way. Another lawsuit, my fourth lawsuit. I'm taking these guys to the cleaners, payday. They want to violate, they don't respect my rights, they use my stuff. 2, 3 cease and desists, another same cease and desist. They refuse to acknowledge receipt of these documents, right? Dated all the way back to October 2019 and September 2019 and March 2020. Ignored. I have a good case, right? It's very easy. I go by the law. Title 17 of the US Code, right? And they can be liable for statutory damages as high as $150,000 as set forth in Section 504C2 therein. So there's my argument right there, Your Honor. Black and white with all the evidence. Another $150,000, please. Now, Vermont, the state has not announced whether it will participate. Okay, let's help Vermont along. Can anybody tell me who the governor of Vermont is? Can anybody tell me who the head of Labor in Vermont is? Let's get some names. Let's call them out right here and now. Let's call them out. Right? Vermont, wake up! Virginia, the administration of Governor Ralph Northam, never heard of him, stated this week that the state is in the process of applying for the funds. Lukewarm. Once approved, it's estimated that it will take at least 3 weeks. So they need an approval, another 3 weeks for the money to be distributed. The state is still deciding whether it will chip in the extra $100. So they're on the fence. Let's reinforce Governor Ralph Northam. Hey, thank you. Get this approved. And please, we need that extra $100. We're hurting. Pay us the full $400. Put the pressure on them. Don't be shy. You paying them. Your taxes are paying you. You own these guys. They don't own you. So you dictate to them what outcome you want, right? Washington. And by the way, for some people say, oh, Torsten, you're promoting free money. Listen, they screwed this up, the pandemic. They put us in a situation, right? And these are monies the taxpayer, you and I have paid in. This is our money. So all we're doing was accessing our money. We're not asking for free handouts, free money. No, this is money you and I paid in that we deserve, right? I mean, come on, man. We're in 5 million infections in this country, 170,000 deaths. People overseas are looking and say, what on earth are you doing in the United States? My friends in Europe, my friends in Africa, my friends in Asia say, what's going on there in the United States? I'm like, I guess we didn't handle it right. We can do so much better. So much better. So much better. Washington state officials announced this week that Washington will apply for assistance no later than August 21. Okay, that's yesterday. So they should have applied, right? Once approved, the state will implement the program as quickly as possible, positive language, with payments lasting 3 weeks. It will not, however, pay for the extra $100 per week in extended benefits. So if someone is able to go through the video, 53 minutes and whatever seconds I spoke about Washington, you can put those little timestamps, I'll appreciate it. At 54 minutes and 8 seconds, I'm talking about West Virginia workforce. West Virginia applied for funding and plans to distribute the full $400 per week benefit amount if approved, in addition to the $300 in federal funds. The extra $100 will come from West Virginia's allocation of the Federal CARES Act Coronavirus Relief Fund. Okay, West Virginia is stepping up. West Virginia is stepping up. Nifty 50 says $300 a week is so skimpy and stingy. Firstly, the numbers are skimpy and stingy. And then if you think you're going to solve this problem by just paying out 3 weeks, right? I'll tell you what, in 3 weeks, yeah, maybe, slowly the numbers start coming down. But in 3 weeks, we're still in the midst of the pandemic, folks. What happens in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th week from now? What happens as we march towards October, November, December? What happens then? Do we come up with another plan? Wisconsin, the state has not announced whether it will participate. Well, let's help you along, Wisconsin. Who are the people? Last week, Governor Tony Evers. Tony Evers, listen up. Listen up. You haven't even made an announcement. Probably in bed, sleeping right now, right? In Wisconsin, if you turn on your computer and you happen to come across this video, Mr. Governor Tony Evers, I have some news for you. There's people waiting for their money. Okay? So stop snoozing. Get to work. I have no idea whether you're a Democrat or Republican. I don't care a damn if you're one of the two. The bottom line is what I care about is that you wake up. And I will sponsor the coffee so that you really wake up. Danu, can you get the big coffee mug? I have a lot of, I'll show you guys. I have a lot of coffee here that I'm more than willing. Governor Tony Evers, just email me. I will send you the coffee. But you need to wake up, buddy. You need to get with the program. No, give me that big box there, please. No, Danu, just the big one there. That big box. Here, this is my gift for... It's a gallon of coffee, Governor Tony Evers. I'm willing to donate this if you're willing to wake up and make a decision for Wisconsin. Because right now, my friend, you are fast asleep in dreamland, right? Disappointing. It's really disappointing that some people, oh, we haven't made a decision yet whether we will participate. Too much hassle. Let me go back to bed. I have news for you. We'll vote your ass out of office if you don't stand for the people. NOP's in the house. Cool, genuine Phil is in the house. Okay. Now, the last one. Wow, almost 1 hour. 1 hour. It took us 1 hour and a couple of little detours and a little bit of like putting Samir in place for some of his vile language. You can always come back, Zamir, but no hate, please. No hate. Let's keep hate out of this, right? Scott Tucker's in the house. Scott, I was just reading out about Nevada. Once again, bitterly disappointed in Nevada. I need to make a video on just specifically for Nevada. And I would have stopped in Nevada on my way up to Utah, but I had the whole family with me and they were freaked out about the COVID. But I owe Nevada a video, right? And we need to distribute it. We need to, if you guys can find out, No Crybaby was in the house early on. I really appreciate his contribution. If we can find out who that dude is, who's running the show in Nevada, if we can find out who the players are in the employment bureau, let's call them out. I'm willing to do that as early as next week. Now, Wyoming, the state has not announced whether it will participate. So Wisconsin and Wyoming, I don't know what I need to do. Do I need to send 2 big coffee, one to Wyoming, one to Wisconsin, so you wake up, right? I'll do that. That's what it takes. Scott Tucker says they are playing games in Nevada, yeah. Right, you observer, I'm going to okay that message. I don't know why YouTube shut that down. I'm going to okay that. Nifty 50 says Congress sucks. Well, it's both sides. It's like when you talk about the Senate and the Congress, it's about both sides that we are paying, no matter where you stand politically, right? Both sides need to come together and hash out deals. You know, this you can't make this a political battle. This is like, do the people need help? Yes or no? Yes, they do. Let's get to work. Let's figure this shit out, okay? Colorado, NOP says, and it's nerds of P. Here in Colorado, we're supposed to get 300 by mid-September, shaking my head. Guess what? In California, 20 weeks because the computer systems are outdated. 20 weeks in California, people have to wait. There's 4 weeks in a month. It's 5 months. Let's do the calculation. Money won't come in September. Money won't come in October. Money won't come in November. Money won't come in December. Money will come at the end of January. End of January. End of January. Hopefully. Praying that the pandemic is over by then. Praying that COVID is done. It's finished. And then suddenly you open up your mailbox and you see $900 from California. Like, wow. Yeah, I remember those days 5 months ago. You and your archaic computer system, California, you have Google working there. You have Apple working there. Come on, man. Seriously, I'm using my GoDonnyCom. Come on, man. All right, I went through all 50 states. I wanted to go out on a mountain bike ride and go out and just get out there, but I figured, hey, this news is out right now. Let's get it to the people. And why do you need to get this type of information to the people, right? It's because you need to know how to plan, right? You need to know, hey, if you have a family, you need to budget. What can I budget with? What money do I know is coming my way? What can I not rely on, right? My mug. You like my mug or you lick my mug? I don't want you to lick my mug, but I think he's trying to say I like my mug. This one, right? I lick your mug. I think you mean Joey. I'm with you, dude. I like your mug, but I won't let you lick my mug. I'm just being funny. Rick Nelson says, still waiting for California to process my PUA application from May the 31st. Wake up, California, get him the money. John Henry says it won't come, the money is gone. Cool, genuine Phil lays down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crap emojis. I think there's several of those crap emojis we can actually dedicate to certain states that, like Wyoming, Wisconsin, they both get one crap emoji. New York gets a crap emoji for not participating. So, you know, I would allocate those crap emojis to states that are still fast asleep, right? Correct, Scott Tucker. Correct, my friend. Saturday, 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 and the dun-dun-dun. How does it go? Saturday. Elton John. What time? 3? Or do I need to leave by 3? I guess so, right?
You don't need to come.
Oh. Rideshare Observer says, where did you read about it taking California 20 weeks? Okay, so I want to back that up. I don't want to just, not just empty words. Okay, I'm going down, going down, going down. Which states will offer the extra $300 payments? Below is a look at the current status for each state. Okay, here we go. Gotta go. Dan, have a great weekend, my friend. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday to you and the fam. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. Arizona is probably so far ahead of the rest of the game on this one, right? Arizona. Let me just read Arizona. This was the first state to be approved for additional unemployment assistance, and eligible unemployment workers began receiving their $300 per week in benefits on Monday. The state opted not to contribute the extra $100. Okay. California. There it is. Somebody asked me about California. I'm going to read it word for word. Governor Gavin Newsom announced this week that the state applied for additional funding. So they applied, though it won't contribute the extra $100 per week. due to the cost and all the fires. Well, all the fires, I made that up. It wasn't in there. It's uncertain when benefits will be paid. That's a bad one. It's uncertain when benefits will be paid, but it may take up to 20 weeks to disperse payments because of issues with the state's computer system. The headquarters of tech in the world, California, has the most outdated dinosaur computer system at the unemployment bureau and is stating 20 weeks. That's 5 months. January 2021, if you've survived the pandemic, if you haven't died, I'm just kidding, nobody's going to die. January 2021, you open up the mailbox, there's a check, $900 from the state of California. Pathetic! Pathetic. Pathetic. Call up your bros at Apple. Call up your bros at Google. Send me the best engineers. What do they advise? What is the best computer system? We need the best cloud servers. I need the best engineers. Let's get this computer system up and running yesterday. No, 20 weeks. Because it's an old dinosaur, a T-Rex computer system. 20 weeks old dinosaur computer system in California that works very, very slow. Speed it up, bro. Usain Bolt. 2025 computer system. That's it. That's what you need. All right, cool, genuine Phil. Republicans take vacations every month, leaving. No. Both sides, Republicans and Democrats are taking a vacation. They should both. Let's not just point the fingers here at Republicans. The Democrats should be in the offices right now and say, hey, Republican guys, where are you? Attend. Or the Republicans should be in the Senate and the House right now and say, hey, Democrats, where are you? Let's hash this out right now. No. They go on recess. They go on vacation. Listen, they're making enough money. They're making enough money, right? But the people that voted them in, that's their responsibility. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Your responsibility, whether you're a Democrat or Republican senator or congressman, is towards the people that pay you. But you know what? You have enough money, right? You have enough cash. I mean, Mitch McConnell is the highest paid. He's $20-30 million he's made in extra little deals. He's on vacation, man. He's sipping his pina coladas. He's fishing, trout fishing. Hey, I'll go back to the office in September, but now I'm going to drink my pina colada and I'm going to do some trout fishing in Kentucky. They don't care. I don't care, Randy Mo. Whoa, who sang that? Phil Collins, I think. Kelsey's in the other room. Wait, what? Only 3 weeks, Kelsey. My info CLA is in the other stream. Sorry, I completely ignored the other stream, but I have people in the other stream. Kelsey, shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to my info CLA. Kelsey says, what? 3 weeks? 3 weeks, people. 3 times 300. A whopping 900. 900. All right, guys, I'm starting my weekend. I'm going to be back on, what's the Shaka video? Is it funny? That's us coming off the Uber and Lyft. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We will eat you like flesh. That's it. We're lions. We're coming. Marwan's in the house. How are you? All right, folks. Mike Axon, want to acknowledge you, says, will New York State refuse pay any pandemic money in amount of 300? Okay, Mike, let me take you to New York. And that's, I've mentioned this a few times, but because you walked in, I want to address this for you. You had a specific question about New York. Brace yourself, my friend. Brace yourself. Hold your breath. It's up to you, New York, New York. Guess what? The shortest sentence of them all. The state has declined to participate. Nada, niente, nichts, nix. Arrivederci Roma, nada. No money, no honey. So Joe Lovato says, I'll start driving on Labor Day weekend, stop for 3 months. Good. You were careful. You were protecting yourself and your family. And you can see, okay, what's coming in? Obviously not much. Doing your calculations. It's time for me to go to work on Labor Day. Joe Lovato, I support you. I support your decisions. I just want you to be safe. Remember the hand sanitizer, right? Have one on each side in the door, right, for your passengers. Encourage them to use the liquid. Don't drink it, right? Clean your hands. I would put a little bit up here and a little bit around my mouth. Just a weird habit of mine. But yeah, go out. Put these in the doors, and every one of the doors. Obviously, you have no one in the passenger side, but in the back. If you have an XL, put it in the second row and the third row. So you have to invest in 4 bottles plus your bottle. If you have an XL, you're looking at 5 of these in the car. If you have a regular little Prius and you're doing X, you have 3 of these in the car, 1 for yourself, 2 on each side, passenger side in the back, right? I would suggest buying those mask boxes like I have, 50, because people pay you big money when they like try to get into the car. And they're like, oh shit, I can't get in the car without a mask. You're right. But I do sell them for $5 each. Sure, I'll pay you. Boom, boom. Boom, $5, right? So those are the musts. This sanitizer, spray down the seatbelt, spray down the handles. Do it between every trip, my friends. 3 minutes. Just spend those extra 3 minutes spraying everything down, clean it up, wipe it down. It's you, it's your health. Hand wipes, thank you. Good point, hand wipes. Have them right there in the center console, hand wipes. Maybe you even have a partition from ridesharepartitions.com. Right? Everything and anything to protect you and your family. Rideshare Observer says Cuomo, New York, needs to be voted out of office. How dare he screw so many people? Well, in New York, they faced the storm like they had the most deaths in the country. They went through hell and back. Maybe the money's not there. But I don't know why you would decline it if, the money's coming from FEMA. They're just diverting $44 billion, right? I believe that's how it was, right? Let's see. As a workaround, it was authorized by the Federal Emergency Management Agency to set aside $44 billion from the Disaster Relief Fund for lost wage payments. Under the Lost Wages Supplemental Payment Assistance Program, FEMA will provide participating states with grants to help cover expanded unemployment benefits of $300 per week plus 5% of the total grant amount to cover administration costs. This is part of a previous federal coronavirus relief package. Workers collecting unemployment insurance temporarily received $600 per week in supplemental health benefits. Though Democrats pushed to extend it, they could not get Republicans to agree, and the extra benefits expired July 31st. Shame on both of them. States also may choose to contribute an additional $100 per week. I've read it out. There's very few states participating in that, bringing the total extra benefit amount to $400 per week. However, few states are expected to do so because of the cost. Very few states are participating. It was originally expected that these unemployment benefits would last about 5 weeks. However, states approved for funding are now only guaranteed 3 weeks, retroactive August the 1st. If there are still funds available after that period, Allocation of the money will be determined on a week-by-week basis until the money is gone. Finito, nada. Who qualifies for the extra $300 employment assistance? The good news is that FEMA funds are available to those who traditionally wouldn't qualify for unemployment insurance through the Department of Labor, such as self-employed and gig workers, you and I. The catch: the money is only available to claimants currently receiving at least $100 a week in state benefits. That means thousands of unemployed workers in approved states could be left out, such as those who work part-time and receive partial benefits. Some states are working on solutions to ensure that everyone collecting unemployment benefits qualifies for the FEMA funds. When will the $300 unemployment payments kick in? In order to receive the additional $300 per week in FEMA assistance, states have to apply for it. Many states have applied already, and several have been approved. Keith Turi, FEMA Assistant Administrator for Recovery, told reporters this week he believes a majority of the states will eventually apply for the additional aid. However, there are quite a few states that have yet to apply, and a couple have declined the assistance. I think the reason that states are reluctant to get engaged is because of the technology involved. Because of the technology, it's outdated, right? Said Jane Oates, a former U.S. Department of Labor official who now serves as president of the advocacy group Working Nation. Many of the states are using antiquated technology that doesn't have interoperability, difficult word. It's very difficult for them to add it to the unemployment checks of out-of-work workers. Getting that money into unemployed workers' pockets depends on when the state applied, when it gets approved for funding, and how quickly it can update computer systems to handle the payments. Arizona, for example, poster child, has already paid out benefits for qualifying residents. Other states may need 6 weeks or longer. California, 20 weeks. Which states will offer the extra $300 employment payments? Ladies and gentlemen, I went through every single state. I read it out for you. Robin Reenet's in the house. She says, DETR says, tweeted PUA portal shut down today for maintenance. Great. That helps a lot. All right, friends. Happy weekend. I got to go. I gotta go. Thank you. Just light it up a little bit. Let's light it up. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, we're on 52. I'm very, very happy with 52. I appreciate it. One little lamb Bible study says technology. I mean, can you believe that a lot of these states are still operating on old, archaic dinosaur systems? It's like boggles my mind. It frustrates me that they are stuck in 1850s. Really. I mean, welcome to the real world, 2025, right? 2049, Blade Runner. Get ahead of it. Guys, let's just light up the room with a lot of color so I can take a picture so we can set the frequency for the week. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up. Come, let's light it up. We can do better than that. Let's just light it up. Lots of likes and for everyone, for all the participants. Lots of hearts. Let's just spread a lot of love. Take another picture so I can put it out there. Let's show the world. Let's show the people what we are made of, what the channel is made of, right? Light it up, light it up, light it up. There we go. Oh, Mark slapped it down. Boom, boom. That's who we are, my friends. That's who you are. That's who we are. That's who we are. We keep it real. We don't hate. Right? Damn, I'm loving it. Look at this, my friends. Look at this. This is bueno. Wow. Come on, baby, light my fire. Setting the frequency for the weekend. All the peeps in the house. All the peeps in the house. Wow, you guys are amazing. Look at this, man. This is beautiful. So beautiful to me. Can't you see? This is beautiful to me. Hammer time. That's who you guys are. You rock. You made my weekend. Thank you for making my weekend. Thank you for lifting the spirits. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for contributing. And Samia, I will welcome you back in the house. No hate, please. No toxic name calling. No trashing another culture. Forbidden here. That's all I can say. Maria's in the house. Nash, Brooklyn, acknowledged. Robin Reeneth, acknowledged. Hammer time. And have an amazing, wild, spirited weekend, my friends. God bless you all. Be safe, you and your familia. Oh, I like this. Look at the clowns. Got the jokers in the house. The jokers and the ghosts are coming out. Mr. Mark Roughton. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Okay, let's get some more pictures here. And what's up with all those jokers and ghosts, bro? You have some nightmares tonight? What's up with all those jokers? Joaquin Phoenix, whatever his name is. Casper the Ghost. Dennis Torres knows. Alrighty, I had fun. I hope you did as well. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Adieu. Arrivederci. And last, before I go, final little sentence to all those governors, to all those people working in the senior positions in labor departments that are still on the fence on this, that haven't woken up and had their coffee. I am ready to sponsor you so you wake up and pay the people out. God bless you all. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.